Hi, I'm Prayuda. This time, I want to explain about Customer Relationship Management and Supply Chain Management, or CRM and SCM. Starting from CRM, this is a management concept that is lifetime in nature, carried out continuously so that we can find out how the level of customer change is. Customer change here means customer who have entered our place, so customer who have arrived and on the platform that has been provided they enter and then leave. There must be a problem in the exit process. So here is where the CRM reduces the customer chance. Of course, CRM also needs a strategy. How do you do that when the stock from a customer is about to run out? There will automatically be a notification to us as the person who supplies the goods to customer. This is where you need a strategy, or in other words, logic. For example, if the goods have arrived at a certain point, there will be a notification. And finally, there is a low-end CRM system and a high-end CRM system. Seen from the picture, there are high-value repeat customer and low-value repeat customers. High-value, namely customer who has come, he will do a repeat order. This is the deepest level, so that the process creates the term loyal or repeat customer. Customer loyalty is customer who enters they get support, or it could be that the customer becomes a reseller or vice versa from us. We resell after the categorization of a loyal customer. Beyond that is the overall customer. Moreover, it is the target population. How do we touch the customer? There are two ways. The first, psychologically can and pan. Can means what benefits can be given to customers. There is one flash drive of 1 tera size we will sell to ordinary people, and say this flash is 1 tera. He will not understand how much it is, 1 tera, but if we tell him that this flash drive can store 1 million songs, then he will think differently. This is how we touch from the customer side using by all the things in the picture. Of course, there are also operational ones, namely customer facing and customer touching, both of which will provide net benefits, namely efficiency, as if the goods or service are a reflection of us. Is human are personal plating, if the products or service is personalized, marketing, sales, and service. Of course, the customer also sees 360 degrees, which means we have to be able to pay attention to how customer is from waking up, doing activities until he goes back to sleep. We don't see it directly, but indirectly it can be through social media. From there we can see 360 degrees of the customer. And the CRM creates the ability of sales service from employees to access the history of customers so that we can study in detail. The difference between customer facing and customer touching is that customer facing consists of being able to provide customer service and support. As usual, we teleport to their call center which provides service. They can also support us. The second is SFA. We can see more of this in this insurance world. There is a system to monitor the birthday of the customer. Everything is integrated in it. The third is, of course, with marketing and with campaign management. There are champions and marketing. They equate them even though they are actually different. Marketing is how the market with the STP concept, whereas champions are a way of promoting them. Now this is customer service, namely the outbound telesales call center, meaning we contact the customer based on the database that we have pocketed. If this inbound teleservice is related to SEO or SEM, customer who have come mean we just pick up the ball. After that we do other marketing strategies such as marketing. Remarketing is a customer who has access to the platform. He will be followed through social media. For example, he has seen full pen, he has seen pen and a laptop. When he opens social media, it will It will promo appears from pens and laptops. It's away of remarketing. If Salesforce automation is said to be about insurance, so there is a contact on how sales leads are for sales. Forecasting with projects that this month can usually get how many sales. So indirectly the system has an AI calculation for projecting forecasting. There is product knowledge and configurators. What about customer touching? Can search and comparison capabilities means that there is a search feature and a compare feature. This is the implementation on the platform. The second is technical information. There is service information, there is customized product and service. The word customized means that the product being sold or the service being sold has an add-on. For example, the laptop that we want to buy, the keyboard font can be replaced. We are free to decide what kind of a keyboard we want. There are personalized website abc.com. For example, if I become a member there, then indirectly I can become a reseller. So that later domain will be abc.com/my name. Then there is the FAQ feature, namely questions that are often asked by customers. So we summarize it because when a new customer enters, he doesn't have to be confused anymore. Because there are already questions that are often asked, there are emails and automated response. For example, when it's our birthday, we get birthday wish from certain platform. Happy birthday. Is it manual? No. It's all by system. And there is a loyalty program, which is the implementation of customer touching. In its analytical activities, from the first CRM implementation, we must focus on how to properly design and execute target market campaigns. We cannot equate our customers equate meaning from the age 20, 30, 40, 50. The content that we send via email does not offer the product. Can be the same way. So have to get excited. If we are 20 to 30, we can use relaxed language. If we are 40 to 50, then we have to use polite language. Must be able to encourage customer. Question: how do we lure them in? Of course, at a low price if there is in advertising activity. For example, from advertising for 100,000, I can bring in 100 people. If with 80,000 ads, I bring in 100 people too. So which one is cheaper? Here, 80,000. Well, this is how we optimize. So we must continue to analyze the CRM system that has been implemented so that the advertising costs are not waste. Can also in other ways, namely doing cross-selling or upselling. The next analysis is that we have to focus on how input means the customer enters any platform until he makes a decision, whether maybe there is pricing problem or a content problem, or it could be a UX problem that can lure customers from not needing to wanting. Also focus on financial forecasting and profitability analysis. So, operationally and analytically, if we describe it visually like this, it will be easier. This is customer facing. This is sales, marketing, customer service and support, campaign management, and this is customer touching. So, the two are synergistically combined in CRM analytics. Even deeper if the data is using data mining, decision support, business intelligence, and all up, we can do a more in-depth analysis. Earlier, it was about the customer. What about the supplier, which is called supply chain management or SCM? The structure can be upstream. It can be internal and downstream. We can see from the first that manufacturing is a company that produces it. It cannot be a company that produces directly sold to customers, so it has to go through distributors then retailers. Then to customer, this is already a rule. Even higher than manufacturing, there is tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, meaning that it is impossible for manufacturing. to have no raw material because manufacturing process raw materials into finished materials. There are sold to customer. Where do the raw materials come from? Means we need a supplier. The meanings of upstream and downstream is actually only a difference in direction. If upstream means if upstreams means focusing on seeing from the customer to the supplier, while downstream means from the supplier to the customer level. Of course, the information is also different if upstream means how he is oriented to focus on what orders come in. What's information is there, the production process has just been carried out, or the company does not see customer needs or request from customer. He makes the good first and then sells it downstream. The components consist of tires. Tires don't have to be three. There can be many, and there is material flow in the supply chain, meaning that the focus is on how we manage raw materials, we buy raw materials. There must be an analysis. Why should we analyze it? Imagine, we buy a number of raw materials that have not been produced or the production has not been complete. Add more raw materials. Add another two problems. The first is the issue of expired raw materials if there is an expiration. The second is the capacity of the warehouse. So the material must be considered, the information must be considered and financially. So there's three things follow in the supply chain. If the component is to focus on planning, the first source is how to make it, how to deliver, and what is the return supply chain management mechanisms in terms of component contest. This is a partner. A partner must focus on how to reduce the cost of running business activities on a regular basis. How he improve the quality of information. So it's not just the production of a business route that is finished. It without information it can be a hidden cost because many people not manage it properly. Must also look at how to compress cycle time. Business activities must be able to eliminate paper processing and ensure information transfer activities between customers that is easy. There are two models in the supply chain, namely push model and pull model. Push model make to stock. The goods we produce are only sold if pull models make to order. We wait for us to offer first to customer after we produce a new order. Certainly, a problem that often occurs is uncertainties because it does not rule out the possibility that customer who already in demand have asked to be produced in make to order or pull models. This does not happen, so everything will be met with uncertainty, or it could be due to coordination problems from business activities within the company. For example, there are orders that come in but the raw materials run out or the raw materials are forgotten to be purchased. Even though the order is needed in the near future demand forecast, we buy raw materials based on our forecast data projections. For example, if in the last 12 months, the year approaching Christmas or towards the beginning of the year, there will probably be a lot of demand. If based on the data it turns out to be different, it could change course or it could be due to economic problems, uncertainty arise, or the bullwhip effect is an uncertain condition. If we look at this picture, what is the problem of order quantity versus time? So it's a lot of trouble. Here's the graph. It will be different, so this is what is called the bullwhip effect, or a condition where problems arise without us being able to project them. What is the solution for all of them? This is only matter of a theory. Only three, but it is possible that from research or from the field, this can be added continuously. But here I will only share about three in solving Supply chain problems. The first is just-in-time inventory system makes sure the inventory management of the goods is in time. Distinguish on the time and in time. If on time, for example, an appointment at 10, we arrive at 10 and is called on time. If I arrive at 9 earlier than the specified time, it is called just in time. The next way to solve is to continue to keep information sharing open. Then vendor manage inventory, make sure that communication occurs properly, because especially with so many technologies now that can be integrated, it can already be solved. It's just a matter of how much to approach communication and relationship. We try to compare the two conditions without a system. It means that when there is an order, then the buyer process it manually, waits for delivery, and then it is processed by accounting. Now this is all a coordinating activity. Then from the sales side, they continue to look for orders. So this never runs out using the system. The activity becomes easier. We can see from this picture alone how many people are on the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the right. There are 5 already, 10 not to mention. The middleman means 13, while order using system only need 3 people because everything is automatic. As soon as there is a transaction, click complete the order. In the end, the financial report will come out. Now this is the difference between the presence of a supply chain or without a supply chain. That's my explanation about SCM and CRM. Thank you.